orchestrating the handshakes for his teammates. A reminder that this match is coming to you from National Stadium in Harare. It was originally scheduled for Barber Fields in Bulawayo, but a clash with the Zimbabwe-South Africa Cup of Nations Under-23 qualifier meant that the venue was changed. There was even a request from Somalia for an extension to this match after they failed to secure flights. But they have made it here in time for the match. Now the two teams shaking hands with the officials. And here we have the Madagascan official team. Well, Zimbabwe enjoyed a number of chances against Somalia in the opening leg. Couldn't make the breakthrough. Somalia themselves had a couple of good opportunities. The Zimbabwean goalkeeper Elvis Chipazeze, who plays his football in South Africa with Baroka, was kept busy on a number of occasions. He'll be hoping that the defence in front of him will tighten up over the next 90 minutes or so. Also worth pointing out that depending on the result, we could be facing extra time and penalties here. Away goals do count, so if Somalia do find the back of the net during this match, then Zimbabwe's already testing match is going to become just that little more difficult. A couple of changes for the hosts, notably with the return of Biliat and Hadebe, who were missing in the first leg. Of course, Marvelous Nakamba, brilliantly named midfielder who recently joined Premier League side Aston Villa from Club Brugge in Belgium, is not in the squad, so hasn't played a part in either of these matches. Joey Antipas wants his men to make a fast start as they try to overcome an embarrassing first leg defeat. They lost to the lowest ranked team in the world, Somalia, who were debuting a number of players in that match. A very impressive result. But it is going to be a tall order for them to follow that up here in front of a crowd that is getting pretty lively. Far from a full house, but still plenty of noise and good feeling. You can hear the vuvuzela making plenty of racket. Well, we're underway here at National Stadium in Harare. Zimbabwe are setting out to overturn a one-goal deficit from the first leg. A reminder that they suffered a humiliating loss to the lowest ranked team in the world in Djibouti. So ending a run of 19 successive losses which stretch back 8 years. And while Sid Ali Shakunda, the hero, with an 86th minute headed winner, now Zimbabwe, the hosts, making their way forward early on. And Somalia winning back possession and clearing from the edge of their box. And there'd been a shout from the number 22, Kuda Mahachi, on the far side of the box there that wasn't noted. And Somalia tight at the back early on. As the ball comes forward and it's picked up by the number 9, Anwar Sidali Shakunda, of course the hero from that first leg with the headed winner. Zimbabwe didn't expect themselves to be in this challenging position when they set out to play that first leg, but here they are, and now they are going to have to show their mettle. Said Ahmed penalised for the foul there, the Somalian number 5. Zimbabwe looking to build from the back. It's with the number 2. Zimbabwe enjoying a bit of early possession as they look to make their way forward. And the hosts, coached by Joey Antipas, are going to be looking to a number of their more established players in this one. The likes of Kama Bidiat in the midfield, who's seen as the talisman of this Zimbabwean national side. And the ball pumped forward there, but easily collected by the Somalian goalkeeper Said Awais Ali. And he'll send the ball upfield in search of the Somalian attack. As I was saying, a number of the more established Zimbabwean players back in the lineup for this one. Teenage Hadebe in defence, in addition to Bidiat. Hachi as well. He's one of the players who has upwards of 20 caps. Elvis Chipazeze, the Zimbabwean goalkeeper there, coming a long way out of his box to get the ball and try and send it up the pitch. In South Africa with Baruch. There's a number of players in this Zimbabwean side based in Europe. The likes of Hadebe plays his football in Turkey. There's also Mayasha Munetsi of Reims in France. Tino Kadewere as well, also plays in France with Le Havre. Admiral Musque of Leicester City as well. And there's a number of players based in South Africa too. And here come the hosts. Ball into the box, but it's dealt with by Said Ahmed. Put out of play, so it will be a throw-in for Zimbabwe, quickly taken. And they're working up the opportunity, and the ball is put behind for a corner. Zimbabwe enjoying a lot of the ball early on, creating some early pressure. That's Divine Lunga, who won the corner, the number 5. The corner to be delivered. And the header at the front post. It's coming all the way to the back, and it's going to be pumped back into the box. Somalia dealing with it this time. It's Kuda Mahachi. Now here come the hosts once more. Lunga. All being passed around. Good early bit of possession to make the hosts feel at ease. That was the attempted cross by Teenage Hadebe. It's now Lunga again on this far side. And here come the hosts, Lunga cutting inside. And that's good defending there at the back from Mohammed. Ali Mohammed, the Somalian number 4. And coach Bashir Hayford will want more of that over the coming 84 minutes or so. Well, these preliminary qualifiers already a big success for Somalia, considering that they've won their first qualifying match of any description since 1984, which was an Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Kenya. It's their first ever FIFA World Cup qualifying game that they have won. So progress already being made regardless of what happens here today. It's Evans Rusik back helping out early on. And forward comes Zimbabwe with Mahachi. And so they're giving away possession there cheaply. The pass forward a little premature there from Marshall Munetsi. And Zimbabwe will have to patiently create another opening. Munetsi, one of the players based in Europe with Haas. Joined from Orlando Pirates in South Africa this summer. Replay of the strong defending from teenage Hadebe. It's resulted in a corner for Somalia, and they're going to look to create an opportunity with something straight from the training ground. The ball pumped into the box, unable to locate the head of a teammate. And an offside decision gives Zimbabwe a chance to send the ball up the other end of the pitch. Chipazeze with the pass. Clive Piri dispossessed, and Somalia have the ball back in the Zimbabwe half. Well, 10 minutes in here at National Stadium in Harare, and Zimbabwe have enjoyed the lion's share of possession so far, not being able to create any real clear-cut opening just yet. Both sides have had corners though. And the home crowd trying their best to motivate the home side. Mahachi winning a throw in there. Now try to take it quickly. Does so. And there is Clive Piri. Now Hadebe brings the ball forward from the back. Good pass, but a little too much power on it. Hadebe has the ball back once again. Now it's with Munetsi. Pass forward. And that's Rusik. He was dispossessed after trying a bit of trickery there to keep himself in possession. Hadebe finds Munetsi. Some clever footwork there. He sent the ball to the left, where it's now with Lunga. And the cross into the box locates Mahachi here on this near side. Mahachi now finds Piri. Piri to deliver the cross, does so. And the attempted shot miscued. And that was a good opening from the hosts, and obviously has encouraged the home crowd. It's the number 11, Biliat, who some see as the main man in this Zimbabwe side. just unable to pull off the volley. And Somalia get the game back underway, send the ball up the pitch. And Zimbabwe will be encouraged by that. It was the captain, Mudimu, sending the ball back to Chipazeze, and now Lunga sends the ball forward looking for Ruzik. Nice little touch, and he's shown a few of those so far. Rangy frontman, Evans Ruzik. Has a deft touch on him as well. And now, that was Munetsi. It's with Hadebe, who's spreading the ball to this near side. It's with Mahachi. Somalia now gifted the ball back. There's some sloppy control. And Somalia will be happy with this. Each stoppage in play is a chance for them to kill the home side's momentum as they try to defend their one-goal lead from the opening leg. That heroic Anwar Sidali Shakunda goal, headed in with 4 minutes to play. It's given them control so far in this World Cup preliminary round qualifier from Africa. We've had a few interesting storylines in these preliminary qualifiers already. Ethiopia going through on away goals against Lesotho. Tanzania winning on penalties against Burundi. Liberia eliminating Sierra Leone. Equatorial Guinea as well, also going through against South Sudan. A reminder that there could be extra time and penalties here, while away goals also will count in Somalia's favour if it comes to that. There is Lunga on the far side. And the ball being played infield as Zimbabwe look to build. It's with Ruzik. It was a nice touch from Bidiat, and Ruzik lining up the shot. It's charged down by the Somalian defence, and they can now turn defence into attack very quickly, but it's back with Lunga. And the home fans roaring in anticipation. There was Obidi Kararu involved there. Not seen too much of him in the opening quarter of an hour or so. Lunga. And the ball infield to Munetsi. Ruzik with the ball. And it's tipped over. Saeed Awais Ali alert in the Somalia goal. Almost caught him out. And Mahachi was there lurking at the back post, waiting to pounce. It's tipped out for a corner. And now another chance for Zimbabwe. Delivery from Biliat. It was met by the foot of a Zimbabwean teammate. But Somalia have done just about enough to dig the ball out of the defence, and it's now with Clive Piri on this near side. Plays the ball forward looking for Mahachi. It's gone down after a meaty challenge. It's a free kick to the hosts. Mahachi standing over the ball. And 3 goals in 28 international matches for the Orlando Pirates man. Can he conjure up something from this free kick here for one of his teammates to get Zimbabwe back into this tie with plenty of time to find a winner? The Madagascan referee just having a word there with Somalia's number 5, Zimbabwe's number 8. And a chance for the hosts. The ball is easily gathered by Ali in the Somalia goal. There was a clash between Munetsi and Ahmed just before that. The referee was trying to calm down. The ball pumped forward as Somalia look to add a second goal. How crucial an away goal would be in this match. And the ball played forward. Collected once again by Ali, who has been alert in the Somalia goal so far. Whereas Biliatu was furthest forward for the hosts. And here the home fans with their vuvuzela here at the National Stadium in Harare. This one originally slated to be played in Bulawayo at the Barberfield Stadium. But an under-23 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against South Africa has seen this match moved, upgraded to the National Stadium. Biliat to Lunga. And with the ball forward, and it's found Biliat, and now a chance for the hosts. Ali gathers. Not enough power and pace on the cross-come shot. Hachi, who is doing a good job of lurking dangerously towards the back post when a lot of these crosses are coming in from the left side. Was unable to be found that time now. Zimbabwe keeping things tight at the back there through Mudimu. Somalia knocking the ball around. And number 10, Omar Abdullahi Mohamed, looking to play the ball over the top, and he was searching for Abdul Samed Ahmed Abdullahi. And the Somalian coach Hayford barking orders there. And the throw-in will be taken by the number 13, Yonis Farah. And Zimbabwe now have the ball back in their possession and will be looking to keep hold of it and build from the back. Zimbabwe, not exactly a powerhouse of African football. However, they have qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations 4 times. They've never gone to a World Cup. Somalia have the ball back in their own half. Now, what a result this would be for Somalia if this stands. If they can defend their 1-goal lead from the opening leg. Now, the Somalian captain is being accused of time wasting there by the referee. Ahmed Said Ahmed, in protest that he was cleaning the ball. And now forward come the visitors with Abdullahi. Evans Rizik. Munetsi getting involved, winning the ball back in midfield. Somalia have themselves a free kick. And it is Ali, the captain, who leaves it for one of his defensive teammates. And we're approaching the halfway point of this first half, and it's still goalless. Somalia defending a 1-goal lead from the first leg, an unexpected lead at that, but one that they thoroughly deserved. Now, could they add a second effort from distance. Sails well over in the end, Abdullahi. But Somalia not looking phased so far. That 1-goal lead from the first leg really has them buoyed. And Zimbabwe having to build once again from the back. And it's with Teenage Hadebe, who was missing for that opening leg. Plies his trade in Turkey, so one of the more established members of the Zimbabwe national team. And Zimbabwe gifting Somalia a throw-in, which is going to be taken by Mohammed. A long throw headed back towards the attack by Zimbabwe's Lunga, who's now played the ball forward there, looking for Razik. But Somalia have come away with the ball. Abdullahi. Zimbabwe have it back again. Now here come the hosts through Mahachi. Lunga. Mahachi once again. It's now with Pidi. Mudimu to Kararu. And now with Munetsi. And Somalia managing to get it clear from the edge of their box, and can now bring it forward with Shakunda, who's of course the hero from the first leg, heading in that 86th minute winner. Unexpected advantage for Somalia. And the volume dropping a little bit here at National Stadium in Harare. How they need a goal before half-time to boost spirits. And the ball spread to this near side. And it's with the Somalia attack. Zimbabwe doing the job defensively and send the ball forward. It's now with Clive Augusto and number 14, Lunga, with the ball into the box, but it's gathered by Ali in the Somalian goal. Very agile. Already seen him called into action earlier in the half. And had he not been more alert, Zimbabwe might already have a route back into the match. But as it stands, they still trail 1-0 from the opening leg. And Somalia could potentially be one half away from a massive milestone in their history if they can make it to half-time with the score remaining goalless. And Zimbabwe have a throw-in deep in the Somali half. And Lunga has it here. He's going to look to deliver the ball in from the left-back position. He was looking for Bidiat. Cross a little long in the end. And it's now with Piri. He's going to deliver it right-footed. He does so. It's headed away, but it's found Bidiat on the edge of the box, and his shot dragged wide in the end. And the Zimbabwe home fans feel that their talisman perhaps should have done better. Well, he's had a couple of half chances so far this half, Bidiat. Obviously, expectations of him higher than they are of some of his other teammates. Now we're going to have a first booking here for Somalia. The official had already spoken to the captain Ahmed Ali's teammate earlier about wasting time. Now Ali protesting against the booking in vain. It does feel like Somalia are happy to run down the clock wherever possible. Ali won't take the goal kick. There's some meaty aerial battles at times in this match. Some very tall players, particularly on the Zimbabwe side. Powerful run there by Munetsi. As he locates Lunga on that far side and the ball in. It's a chance here. Biliat looking to turn in the box. Just denied. Some last-ditch defending there by the Somalian back line. And now play will be stopped. Confirmation there that Ali, the goalkeeper, did indeed receive the booking for time wasting. Now, the Zimbabwe coach Antipas will perhaps feel that his team are edging closer to making that breakthrough. Biliat in particular is regularly well positioned in front of goal. It's just not quite falling right for him at the moment. But crucially, his teammates are teeing him up with opportunities. And there you can see Kararu locked deep in conversation with the Zimbabwe coaching staff. Kararu plays his football with Amazulu in South Africa. He's also had spells in Europe with Boulogne in France and Leuven in Belgium. Play back underway now. And Somalia have the ball at the moment inside the centre circle. Moving forward through Abdullahi. It's now with the ball played forward and eventually going out of play in number 19. Now Elvis Chipazeze to send the ball up the pitch. Does so. The Somalian backline standing firm. Lunga. Ball played forward, looking for the front two of Razik and Augusto. Mahachi getting himself involved as well. A lovely flick there. And Mahachi has it, and now manages to win a corner. So another chance for the home side as we hit the half-hour mark here at National Stadium in Harare. And the corner comes in. Biliat with the delivery. And Augusto tried to flick it on with his head. Piri there, doing his duty on the halfway line. Attempted ball forward there from Lunga. And now here come the hosts. It's with Lunga once more. He looks to lift the ball over. It was very, very close there. Razik almost connecting with it. Like he was trying to bring it down and then to steady himself for the shot. Was unable to do so, but Zimbabwe Definitely feels like they're coming closer to this opening goal here. But for the moment, Somalia defending their 1-goal lead from the opening leg. And what an unexpected advantage it is. And Somalia find themselves ahead here against all the odds. Chance for Zimbabwe to cancel out that advantage, but they weren't able to take it, and Somalia hacking the ball away out of defence. Well, the opening leg was played in Djibouti. Game had to be played on neutral territory, of course, because of the unstable security situation in Somalia. It didn't faze them. They stand firm here once again. Ali charging out bravely to collect the ball. And he's now suffered an injury, so he's down on the ground. Ali, who's been active in this first half, received a booking, but also made a number of good blocks, including one smart save when he was backpedaling and had to tip over. Now he will receive some treatment. And a replay showing that it was Zimbabwe's Augusto who was challenging for the ball with Ali. Ali managing to claim it successfully. Augusto frustrated in the end. And the home crowd growing a little uneasy as their team remain behind in this tie. Well, the stadium filling up in the middle parts. You can hear the sound of the vuvuzela, as well as a fair amount of whistling towards Ali as he receives treatment on the pitch. Somalia coach Hayford will be happy with what he's seen from his side so far. They've remained relatively solid. Zimbabwe have had a few chances, but you imagine that Somalia came here expecting to have to weather a storm from the hosts. Had Zimbabwe's finishing been sharper, perhaps we would have had the first goal already, but as things stand, it is goalless, which means that Somalia are currently leading over the 2 legs. Solid defensive work there once again by Ahmed. And Zimbabwe are going to have to get creative as they look for openings. That was Abdullahi, who was charged down by Lunga there. Lunga very involved on the far side. Hachi also heavily involved here on this near side. It's now Lunga once again. Plays the ball infield looking for Biliat. Now Biliat going forward, was that a handball? Yes, Zimbabwe do have a free kick on the edge of the box. Looks like it was the captain Ali who was penalised. Now this is a very good opportunity for the home side. That's just what they need as we head towards half-time. It was not the captain who was penalised. Instead it was the number 4, Mohammed. And now Somalia with this free kick to contend with. Ali has been very alert so far in that away goal. And he's going to have to remain so. And Zimbabwe, the golden opportunity to get a shot on target here and really try to test Ali. Munetsi there, fresh from his summer move from South Africa to Europe with Reims in France's Ligue 1. Now, you see that Bidiat or Mahachi, the two players standing over the ball. It looks like Mahachi fancies that. Bidiat's going to have a go, the talisman of this Zimbabwean side. Camera Bidiat goes for goal. And it goes wide in the end. And that was a great opportunity for Zimbabwe. The ball went up and over the wall, but just wide. Ali unable to take goal kicks as a defensive teammate send the ball upfield for him. That's a foul on Munetsi. So a free kick on Rusik, pardon. That's Piri collecting the ball. That's Hadebe sending it forward. And Mahachi leaves it for Lunga, and the ball sent in. Kararu there, unable to properly connect with his head. Seemed to get his body into an awkward position. He wasn't able to direct the ball on target because he wasn't able to properly connect with it. And Zimbabwe enjoying some good openings at times, just unable to get themselves in the right position for some of those finishes. We've seen it a couple of times with Bidiat in this first half. Rusik, and the ball spread to the far side. The ball played in, headed clear by Ahmed. The Zimbabwean fans growing a little restless. Hadebe pumping it forward from defence. Lunga back to Hadebe. He's got Mudimu behind him, but he's opted to play it back to Chipazeze. That's now with Piri. Piri bringing it forward on this near side, just to play the ball over the top. And Zimbabwe have themselves another corner. And it's going to be Bidiat to take. And can his delivery conjure something up here as we enter the final 5 minutes of the first half? Bidiat to take. It's long. He's looking for Lunga, but Lunga unable to keep the ball in play. And the chance passes for Zimbabwe. Now Somalia with the throw-in their own half. The ball headed towards Clive Augusto, and now a chance for the hosts. Got it on the edge of the box, the shot charged down, appeals for handball, referee waves them away. Now Zimbabwe spreading the ball around, and they have another free kick. Now Bidiat goes down. And he flashed one just wide a couple of minutes ago. So fancy going one better surely this time. Again, Ahmed, the offender. And Mahachi once again standing over the ball with Bidiat, who fancied it the first time and will probably fancy it again. Can we get this one on target? Ali has been kept busy in this first half, but he is now carrying an injury as well as being on a booking. His mobility limited after he took that knock in the collision with Augusto. And what can Zimbabwe conjure up here? Great opportunity for them. And Biliat goes for goal. This time it's just over. A little lower. And that would have had Ali worried. Zimbabwe still remain behind by 1-0, trailing from the first leg. And the ball sent forward as Ali continues to be unable to take goal kicks. And that was Rusikit looking for Piri. Piri now has it and takes the throw-in. He's looking for Augusto. It's with Mudimu, who sends the ball back, and it's with Chipazeze. Uses his chest to control. And now Hadebe. Piri with the throw-in, which the referee spotted. And now coming forward is Ruzik on this near side. That's now with Lunga. Lunga sends it to Mahachi, who's switched sides during this first half, and Ali comes out once again inside the opening quarter of an hour or so. And Chipazeze comes out to gather. As Shakunda, the goal-scoring hero from the first leg, ball down on goal up against Hadebe. And it is Hadebe once again. Kararu leaves it for Mudimu, and now Mudimu sends it to the other side of the pitch where it's found Mahachi. Munetsi charging forward. The delivery blocked in the end by the Somalian defence. Ball sent forward, and Lunga will leave it for Hadebe. It's actually Mahachi. Sends the ball forward. Repelled once again on the edge of the Somalian box. And the visiting side will now just be hoping that they make it to half-time without conceding a goal. But this is a great chance for the hosts. Brilliant save by Ali once again. Kararu denied. What a chance that was. Arguably the best of the half just before the break for the home side. And a high foot there from Biliat. Sees the danger completely past, but what a golden opportunity for Zimbabwe there. Kararu played in, Ali getting down well, making the block with his leg. Remember, Ali injured after that collision with Augusto earlier on, so did very well to call on his agility there. Once again unable to take the goal kick, and we're now into added time. At the end of the first half, Zimbabwe had by far the better opportunities. We're going to have 3 minutes of added time here at National Stadium in Harare. And we have just seen the best chance of an equaliser on aggregate for Zimbabwe. It would, of course, go ahead on the day. Will that missed opportunity come back to haunt Kararu? We will see. Another half of football to come up after these 3 minutes of added time have been played. The majority of the way through the first of those three. Somalia holding firm in defence, and here come the hosts once again. It's their one last chance before the break. It's with Piri. Now Mahachi. Modini to Hadebe. Rusik with the header in, and a chance for the hosts. Once again getting in each other's way. What an opening that was. Another chance now. Is that a handball? There are appeals for it. It's going to be a corner instead. And Zimbabwe with a flurry of late openings and efforts on goal. Somalia doing their best to charge them down. And it'll be interesting to see a replay there. Just how Somalia kept that out. Almost 2/3 of the way through added time here. And Somalia holding firm defensively. Now, throw in for Zimbabwe inside the Somalian half. Is there one last chance for them? Enjoying a few of them of late. And there it is, the ball in again. Just couldn't be directed on goal. And it was Lunga this time. Divine by name, not quite divine by nature that time. 2.5 minutes of the 3 gone before the break. The home fans encouraged by this bit of pressure by their players. But they don't have a goal to show for it for the moment. Somalia looking grateful to be reaching half-time, where they will be able to regroup and know that they are still in the lead. In this tie, as part of the World Cup preliminary qualifiers. And here come the hosts. Is this one last chance for them? No. Somalia holding firm in defence. Now the ball played forward as Zimbabwe look perhaps for one last opportunity, and although it was a Somali foot that sent the ball back goalwards, Ali there to gather once again. He's been by far the man of the match in this first half. It is now half-time at National Stadium in Harare. Goalless at the break as Zimbabwe still look to cancel out that first leg goal by Somalia. But the visitors holding on for the moment, potentially 45 minutes away.
Half-time scoreline, Zimbabwe 0, Somalia 0.
And Somalia know they're 45 minutes away from confirming a potentially massive result over the 2 legs. Zimbabwe have 45 minutes to salvage their hopes. We'll see what happens after the break.
job. Piri Piri. That drive was always rising. But he can't stand the clock. A few more seconds. Botswana need to get the ball up the other end. So far, so good. Sequence of headers. Well, they're not even bothering attacking now, Malawi. Happy to play the ball back and then sideways. Is the game up for Botswana? Still got 2.5 minutes left. Cooper couldn't control his header. Bitsele. To Lenanganya. This is a promising position for the visitors. Need to make it count. Ideally, it needs to be a long throw. He's got the message. Johnson. It's a huge throw. That's a corner kick. They still have a chance, Botswana. The Zebras are still kicking. Brighton Montali sets his defence. Johnson, it's a decent corner in. Couldn't keep the ball in play. Well, they won the header. Was that their last chance? He really has made an impact since he come on, Bitsele. Not for the first time. Montali is down on the pitch. Bitsele. He didn't go down there. They're warming up a substitute goalkeeper. Malawi. Something tells me he won't be needed. We see Lesenia Malapela come on. And the referee, of course, has to add the additional time on at the end of stoppage time. So whilst the clock's telling us there's just 35 seconds to go, I expect there'll be at least 1, maybe 2 minutes more. Some long faces on the Botswana bench. It's out of their hands. Well, as I anticipated, Montali is back on his feet. We won't see the substitute, Malapela. The question now is how much stoppage time will the referee add on? Wazi. Got a few seconds left before he becomes a hero in Malawi. He got the job officially from the 1st of July. Had been coach in a caretaker capacity. That's the coach of Botswana, wishing he was on the pitch. Adela Mouche. Malawi clear again. Keep an eye on the referee. And his whistle, that's a great opportunity. Whistle's gone. Was that handball? Looked to come off his shoulder. Can only really check with the slow motion replay. Doesn't look as if we'll have the benefit. Brighton, Montali, the goalkeeper. You know he's going to send this as long and as far as possible away from his goal. Malawi, can they kill the game here? No, because the decision's gone Botswana's way. Dambe, all eyes on him. And his whistle. Botswana have lost possession. Malawi. Well, a canny coach would say, just take the ball into the corner. Will Ngalande listen? No, he won't. He's been dispossessed. Punted forward. And look how many red shirts are back for Malawi. Cooper needs an opening. Goes left. Plays into space. The press wasn't good enough. And that time the whistle does go. Malawi are into the second round of African World Cup qualifying. They edge Botswana with a very dubious penalty. Highly debated. In the end, this man, their playmaker, Gerald Perry, stepped up. He kept his cool to expertly beat the goalkeeper, and it was a superbly taken penalty. But in Botswana, they will discuss and debate that penalty for a long time to come. The referee was adamant. He pointed to the spot almost immediately.
Ahmed, the Djibouti coach, freely admits that it's the second division of African football and that Djiboutian clubs don't often participate in the continental competitions. For Eswatini, well, they and their supporters have to stay optimistic. 45 minutes is still a lot of football to be played. Out come Djibouti for the second half. They are in the position they want to be in. 2-1 up after the first leg and still 2-1 up on aggregate as it is 0-0 after 45 minutes in this second leg tie. All right, let's see what's happening. Let's see what will happen in the second half. Shibungu has stayed out there in order to try and give some advice to Zanisa. Will be doing plenty of checking of the watch in the second half, especially if the scoreline stays like this as it ticks down towards 90 minutes. Yusuf Abdi Ahmed to come on at the break. The tall Yusuf Abdi Ahmed. Keep an eye on who he replaces. In the first leg, he came on for Osama Hassan, who was not in the starting lineup today. Nil-nil in the second leg between Eswatini and Djibouti. Djibouti leading 2-1 on aggregate. Yusuf Abdi Ahmed looked like he was going to come on for Djibouti, but he's now retreated to the bench. He'll have to wait a while longer. Here's Justice Figueiredo. Can Eswatini be more clinical? It's Figueiredo again. That wasn't a bad ball. He has looked the most likely player to break the deadlock, Figueiredo. That decision given against Justice Figueiredo for the push. First injury stoppage of the second half is an Eswatini player. So a lot of Djibouti players go down and require treatment in the first half. Innocent Hankuye using the short break in order to get himself some water. There is a Djibouti man down as well. Fuad sticking his boot back on, and now Djibouti make their substitution with Douale Mahmoud going off, and on comes the number 10, Yusuf Abdi Ahmed, who made a brief appearance off the bench in the first leg and will get rather longer here today. Hankuye. Fluid taken on board by Abbas Faoud before throwing the ball back onto the field of play. Doesn't stay there for very long. Time is against Eswatini. 2 balls on the pitch now. Sinisa fouled. Bit of energy here down the right-hand side from Makonta. The Djibouti substitutes thought that was a foul. It wasn't. Djibouti win it back and now play it up to Mahabe. Mahabe with a bit of skill, but Figueiredo nicks it off his foot. And Figueiredo over the top there. No whistle, mind. And it's Nguenya. Teenager Matsenwa losing it. Matsenwa dispossessed again by Mohamed Fuad, but it's back with Eswatini. Neither side keeping possession for long. And a free kick to Eswatini. Sibonkosi, Gomedze cutting in. Djibouti going to ground and fouling. Quality of the set plays from both sides has left a lot to be desired. Will that change now? Maybe 25 to 30 metres out from Hankuye's goal. 4 in the wall. As Hassan Musa Hirir is shoved away from that wall. That's not too bad from Nsanisa, but still no save to be made for Hankuye. They have skied shot after shot today. At least that one threatened to dip. Clean catch by Costa Papic.
Obviously running high in the Zimbabwe camp. There's Mahachi there. Squares off against Mohamed. Mohamed with the throw. It's headed on by Youssef. Now forward come the hosts, but Ali is out to gather. He has received treatment at half-time after picking up a knock, having collided with Zimbabwe's Augusto in the first half. He's definitely been Somalia's main man. Made a smart save to tip over after just about a quarter of an hour. Could easily have been caught out. Now, can Zimbabwe find a way to break down a resolute Somalian defence? Somalia have not really offered that much going forward. It's largely been Zimbabwe, but Zimbabwe, for all the possession that they've enjoyed, have not created the most clear-cut of chances. That said, they did have some openings towards the end of the first half, and they'll hope to keep that momentum going. And Somalia now with a potential opportunity to counter here. The effort at goal, arguably their first of the match. It was the hero from that opening leg, Shakunda, who poked the ball wide. Now here is Abdullahi in the Somalia midfield. It's with Mohamed, the number 10. Now Mohamed, the number 4. Gathered there by Chipazeze, the Zimbabwean goalkeeper. And a foul in the midfield gives Zimbabwe a free kick just on the edge of the centre circle. Forward come the hosts, with Nakati from right back, number 2. It's now with Lunga, number 5. Mahachi. It's come all the way back to Chipazeze. Now here come Zimbabwe once more. And to build from the back. Let's run through to the Somalian back line. It's with Bidiat. His pass was looking for Nakati. It was too strong, and it goes out of play for a throw-in. Nakati winning the ball back there. Somalia thought they were going to get a throw-in, but they haven't. The ball hasn't gone out of play yet. Now Zimbabwe trying to push the ball forward into attack. Lunga's pass forward intercepted. And that's with Hadebe at the back. Mudimu. Nakati. Smart turn there. Forward come the hosts once again, but the touch a little heavy there, and now the Zimbabwe fans starting to get on the players' backs a little bit. And they have been temporarily won over by the flurry of chances late in the first half, but now the frustration clear on the faces of many, a lot of gesticulation there. We've seen their side create a number of chances, but also not really come that close with them. Ali's still unable to take goal kicks. And Zimbabwe really need to be testing him in the second half. Now a chance with Lunga coming forward for Zimbabwe. And in the end, got caught in two minds, it seemed. It's a cross-come shot with a lot of power, always rising. And another good opening passes. And Zimbabwe have time on their side at the moment in this second half. They're going to need to do a lot more than they've done so far with the ball in those sorts of situations. So the longer the match goes on, the tighter Somalia will get defensively, and they've already been quite tight even from the off, taking as many opportunities as they can to run down the clock. That won't be stopping in this second half. Ali with the clearance from the edge of his own box. Zimbabwe will have to find a way back into attack from their own half. And now here come the hosts. Shot from distance. Very optimistic from Munetsi. And it'll be back to the drawing board for Zimbabwe. And Somalia made a half-time change. Shakunda, the goal-scoring hero from the first leg, withdrawn. And Farhan Mohamed Ahmed, the number 11, sent on. And Zimbabwe once again coming forward, ball crossed in. And that was Nikati with the cross from right back on that far side. Cut out by the Somalia backline. Now here come Zimbabwe once more. Here's the number 10 Kararu with the attempted pass forward. Now Somalia coming forward, potentially with a chance to attack, and they've won a free kick. The foul on the number 10 Mohamed, and there's a booking first for Zimbabwe, and it's Munetsi, the man who's plying his trade with Haas in France after his summer move from Orlando Pirates in South Africa. He's the first in the book for the home side.
Substitution for Zimbabwe. Out, jersey number 14, Clive Augusto. In, Max Mutizwa, jersey number 19.
Well, there's been a change for Zimbabwe. Augusto going off after a bit of a frustrating outing in attack, and he's been replaced by Admiral Musque, number 19, who is on the books of Leicester City in the Premier League. And their confirmation that it was Munetsi with the yellow card for Zimbabwe, so that's one booking apiece for the two sides. Ali, the Somalian goalkeeper, who's arguably been man of the match so far, and Munetsi for Zimbabwe. And now both sides have also made a substitution. Now let's see what Antipas's change has done for the attack. It's with Mahachi. Mahachi with the ball forward. And the cross in from Bidiat, gathered by Ali. He was looking for Musque. And Zimbabwe getting the ball rolling once more. Lunga playing it forward. Bidiat. And it's with Hadebe. And Somalia conceding the throw-in on the halfway line. 10 minutes into this second half. And Razik comes forward in the Zimbabwe attack. Somalia clearing their lines. It's now with Hadebe. And now a chance for Somalia. Ahmed dispossessed Hadebe, one of the more established members of the Zimbabwe team as well. Surprising to see him caught in possession like that. Perhaps indicative of the nerves that are starting to set in among the home ranks as the fans grow more and more irate. There's going to be another booking, third of the match. And it looked like it's been handed out to Mohamed, the number 10. Now Zimbabwe getting things back underway. And it's Bidiat on this near side, crosses the ball in. It's not quite falling at Zimbabwean feet right now. Somalia doing their best to try and defend, and a chance now for Zimbabwe. Oh, it's a great opening, and Ali doing his best to keep it out. Didn't seem to know too much about it. Still got a strong hand in the way to tip it over. 57 minutes in, and Somalia still holding strong. And Zimbabwe remained frustrated. Confirmation there that it was the Somali number 10 that was booked, Mohammed. Now Zimbabwe losing possession on the edge of the Somali box. And it goes all the way back into the Zimbabwean half. Well, there, a replay of the opportunity. And it was Rusic who had the chance to pull the trigger. And now here come Somalia. Nikati with the interception that gives Somalia a throw-in. Here come the hosts once more. They're able to push forward at will at the moment. They do have a free kick. Bidiat there, brought down. And Somalia, despite the fact that he's not been the sharpest in front of goal, know that he is one of the main danger men that they're up against today. And he plays the ball forward, and chance for the hosts. And again, Ali there with the save. And in any case, the flag was up. Zimbabwe just can't find a way to hit back of that net. Lovely delivery. And good connection as well. But still no way past Ali in that Somalia goal. And the longer this goes on, the more frustrated the home side and their fans will be. Here we go again with Zimbabwe pushing forward on that far side with Rusic, who delivers the ball, but it's headed clear. And Nikati gets himself in the way and goes out for a throw-in. Now Somalia penalised there, and they were penalised for a foul throw. Zimbabwe attempted to take it as a free kick. They now have the throw-in, and the game is active once more. Hadebe spreading the ball to Lunga. Lunga forward to Mahachi. Lunga once more. He was looking for Kararu that time. And Somalia keeping things tight at the back, and they look like they're lining up another change. The number 14 making his way to the edge of the pitch, Amin Abbas. And he's going to come on forward, and Abbas is on. Ball goes all the way through to Chipazeze. And now that was Mudimu, and it's with Nakati. Nakati spreading it to Rusic. And the flag goes up. Zimbabwe frustrated once again. Well, we're past the hour mark now, so less than half an hour to go. The home crowd understandably tense, frustrated. They didn't expect to be in this position. That's to Somalia's credit. They've been very, very good defensively, took their opportunity in the opening leg. And although Zimbabwe have enjoyed a few openings in this match, they've not been able to make them count. And Rusic with the turn there, and Somalia going very direct. Getting the ball out of play, very no nonsense at the moment from the visitors. Deep cross goes into the box. Ali backpedaling, making sure he wasn't caught out, but the ball in went too long and goes out of play now. Fans enjoying the spectacle. And there's been a booking for time wasting. This time it's the number 4, Mohamed, and that is 3 Somalian players who've now been cautioned. And the ball sent up the pitch. And a foul whistled in Somalia's favour. And the free kick taken quickly. And looking for the substitute, Ahmed. Oh, confirmation there that it was the number 4, Mohamed, who was the latest Somalian player to be booked. And here comes Zimbabwe. And it's Munetsi. Somalia dealing with it on the edge of their own box, and now Zimbabwe will have a throw-in. Rasik. Ball spread to Lunga, the number 5. Lunga's pass finds Mahachi. Mahachi with the cross. Doesn't beat the first man. And the ball played forward as Somalia get a rare chance of an attack. Mohamed dispossessed though by Hadebe. And Mudimu finds Nikati. He's now with Karuru. Mudimu sending the ball forward. It's dealt with, and Somalia just happy to soak up that pressure whenever it is forthcoming. Biliat now. There's a foul on the edge of the box. Somalia now have a chance to pump the ball up the pitch, relieve some of the pressure that is building up with the ball spending so much time in their half. But no real urgency about many of the members of this Zimbabwean team. Billy out there waving for the ball. But not being found, and a chance now for Rusik. Went for it from range. The ball was always rising. And that's going to do nothing to calm the home fans and their coach, Antipas. Now Somalia, less than half an hour away from what would be a mammoth result in their history. And strange considering how much control Zimbabwe have enjoyed over the 2 legs, that they still haven't managed to create a single goal yet. Number of chances and half chances, none too clear cut, but they still don't have a goal. Now Mahashi goes for it from the edge of the box. It goes well over. And he accepts that perhaps wasn't the best decision to shoot. And although his teammates have forgiven him, the crowd are whistling him, and the crowd continues to grow. The Zimbabwean people know that their team are in need of their support. And it's Chipazeze sending the ball forward. And he's now with Ali, the captain. Munetsi. Munetsi with the pass. The ball caught up in his feet there, Munetsi. And it will be Somalia's ball. Now the throw-in ready to be taken. As we approach the midway point of this second half. Ball sent forward. And Somalia just happy to try and get the ball into the Zimbabwe half at times. That was Lunga getting involved. Now, Zimbabwe getting a bit petulant. A few unnecessary challenges flying in, and Somalia just happy to take the blows. Gain a bit of time. That was Abdullahi going to ground there. And the home fans booing at every opportunity. Chance for Somalia to perhaps create something for themselves there, but Zimbabwe have dealt with it for the moment. Lunga will send it upfield. And it goes out of play. Too far in front of Mahachi for him to reach. It's Lunga intercepting. And there's Mahachi up against Ali. Now Lunga. Machi. And here comes Somalia. Mohamed. Entering the final 20 minutes of the regular 90. And Somalia are on the verge of an historic achievement. It ended a run of 19 successive defeats. Joint ranked 202nd in the world. And what a coup this would be if they could avoid defeat for a second time and advance at Zimbabwe's expense. And here come the hosts. Played to Mahachi. It's dealt with in the defence, and there will be a corner for the home side. The ball sent in. It did meet a Zimbabwean head. It was Mudimu. He heads over. Now, the Somalian 15, Abel Jigli, needing a bit of treatment. He's down, looking a little dazed. As Somalian medical help takes to the pitch. What an achievement this would be if Somalia can hold on. It's been a huge defensive effort over the two matches, and it continues to be here. That's National Stadium in Harare, where the locals are growing restless. If the opening leg defeat late on was embarrassing enough, to not be scoring at home against the lowest ranked team in the world is equally shocking. And that man Antipas knows that he will face severe questions if Zimbabwe can't find a way back into this tie. And the ball sent forward. More in hope than anything. Musquet is the player charged with chasing it down. And Ali, the goalkeeper, collected and sends the ball up the pitch. And Somalia with some brave defending there at times. Players unafraid to put their body on the line. And that was Farah up against Razik. And now Somalia with a chance to send the ball up the pitch, which of course will eat up some time significantly. We could also get a chance out of this. Now, Zimbabwe gaining ground. And it's Nikati to take the throw. Nikati, can he dig out a deep cross there? Does so. It's now with Lunga. Lunga was looked for by Bilyat, but unable to find him. Now there's going to be another substitution from Somalia. It's going to be the number 3 coming on for the number 19. So that is Ayman Mohamed Hussein.
Substitution for Somalia, jersey number 19, Hussein Mohamed, going out. Going in is Ayman Hussein, jersey number 3.
So Hussein Abdikarim Mohamed coming off. And Ayman Mohamed Hussein coming on. Zimbabwe remain frustrated. Zimbabwe continuing to struggle to create going forward, but there it's the potential for a chance, but Ali, with his cat-like reflexes, gathering the ball. It looks like there's going to be a double substitution for Zimbabwe. The home side really incurring the wrath of their fans. Zimbabwe with a free kick in their half, which is taken by Hadebe. And Mudimu sends it to Nikati. Sends it forward, looking for Rusik. Rusik now takes it past his man, has a chance to deliver. It's headed behind by the Somalian captain Ali. And here come the 2 Zimbabwean changes. We've got the number 15 coming on. It's Terence Zvukamanja. And also the number 13, Thabani Kemusoko. Here comes the corner, whipped in. Headed down and a chance, and Zimbabwe finally have the goal that they've been searching for all match, and it's the number 8, Munetse, a man who moved this summer from Orlando Pirates to Haas in France's Ligue 1, has given the home side hope with 15 minutes remaining. as Somalia, who'd held firm for so long, have now seen that goal from the opening leg wiped out. And what a finish it was. Headed back down, acrobatic, with the right foot from Munetsi. And suddenly, Zimbabwe have reason to believe. And forward come the hosts once again. And it's Mahachi with the ball in. It's well defended this time. The number 19, Muskwe, was waiting. And it's Hadebe now. The Zimbabwean man down on the pitch, and another booking has been dished out. And suddenly the atmosphere here at the National Stadium in Harare is so much more positive than it was before. Acrobatic finish from Munetsi. And for the first time pretty much all match, you can hear the fans singing, dancing. Suddenly, a wave of positivity sweeping around the stadium here. And can they find a winner in regular time? Now Biliat makes his way off the pitch after taking a knock. And a replay of the goal once again. The header coming back in from Ruzik. Acrobatic finish from Munetsi. It was always going to take something special to beat Ali in the form that he's shown. And now Chipazeze. And Zimbabwe. Really with the bit between their teeth. And the ball goes back to Chipazeze. Now Biliat gives chase. And a free kick for Zimbabwe. Opportunity for Biliat to put the ball into the box. And the ball headed clear, hit the referee. And now Nakati has given it back to Ruzik. Ruzik looking to deliver, takes a knock from a Somalian player on the way through. Now it's with Biliat on the edge of the box. Another chance potentially for Zimbabwe. But Mahashi can't locate another teammate, and Somalia bring it out of defence for the moment. It's with Ruzik again, and Zimbabwe looking to create more pressure to build on this momentum. They will have to be vigilant in defence, because they will know that a Somalia goal now, with away goals counting, could be absolutely killer. But a goal for Zimbabwe will put them through. Now, a foul on the edge of the box on Lunga gives Zimbabwe a well-positioned free kick. Now, tempers flaring a bit. Lunga, the man who was fouled. Mahachi standing over the ball, wanting it. Biliat as well. And now the captain Mudimu comes over to try and calm things down as we head towards the final 10 minutes. And the referee getting things in order. And now the free kick can be taken. And it's Biliat who stands over it. Good chance this for the home side. Can they make the most of it? Biliat with the delivery. And it is headed clear. Somalian head on it. Now Somalia keeping the ball in play, and they have a potentially good opportunity here. They've not attacked too much in this match. And Zimbabwe holds strong defensively this time. Somalia winning it back immediately. And now they have a free kick. Oh, what an effort it's been over the two matches by this Somalian side. Joint 202nd ranked in the world, which is the lowest ranking. What a story it would be if they somehow found an away goal here, which would be the undoing of Zimbabwe, even if Zimbabwe were to grab themselves a second. So they're going to have to be careful here. Make sure that this free kick does not lead to anything. Chipazeze trying to line up his defenders. Somalia send the ball in. It's headed clear, but Somalia will have a corner. And a chance for the visitors to test Chipazeze. And Zimbabwe have a tall team, so they will fancy themselves able to repel this aerially. The delivery comes in, and Chipazeze does get a hand on it, and Lunga chasing it, unable to keep the ball in play. But Somalia have themselves a throw-in. It's going to be the number 4, Mohammed, who's on a booking to deliver the throw-in. Lunga heads it clear. It's back with Mohammed, who delivers it once again. And Zimbabwe can bring it away. Munetsi, the goal scorer. And Somalia managing to win back possession. Ball sent forward once again. And now what an opportunity this is for Somalia to get the away goal, and they do! One apiece! What a mistake in the Zimbabwean defence. But the visitors don't care. What a massive, massive moment for Somalian football. Just when it looked like Zimbabwe were getting back into the match, a howler absolutely gifts them an equaliser.
Goal in favour of Somalia.
And you can see the look on the face of that Zimbabwean bench. Antipas just doesn't know where to put himself. Well, this is a massive, massive moment for Somalia. Their opening leg win ended a run of 19 successive defeats. And now not only do they look like they may well avoid defeat for a second match in a row, thanks to their number 10, Omar Abdullahi Mohammed, they now have a priceless away goal, which means Zimbabwe need to score more than once more before the end of the 90 minutes if they are to somehow salvage something here. But what a mistake there by teenage Hadebe, basically playing in Mohammed. And Hadebe, one of the more experienced members of the Zimbabwean team, is going to come in for massive scrutiny. But don't let that take anything away from Somalia. It's been a fantastic collective performance from them. The goalkeeper, Ali, has made some important interventions at moments. Zimbabwe now have a free kick, and they are going to need to make the absolute most of it. A look there, Hadebe playing in Mohamed, and it was a cool finish as Chipazeze went to ground early, and you can see by the look in his face and the celebrations that that is a massive, massive goal for Somalia. What an incredible moment. And now Zimbabwe facing embarrassment once again. A chance from the free kick, and Zimbabwe have themselves another goal. Musque from the free kick. Did it take a deflection? Well, suddenly the hosts need a goal once more. Remember, it's not enough at the moment at 2-1. Somalia will go through on away goals, but suddenly in the final 15 minutes, we've gone goal crazy here at National Stadium in Harare. It did take a deflection off a Somalian head there. Musque with the free kick going straight through. And it's now Zimbabwe 2, Somalia 1, but Zimbabwe need another goal. There's now no way that there will be extra time and penalties, thanks to those 2 late goals. And now it's simply a question of whether or not Zimbabwe can find a third, because if they can't, then their late rally will have been in vain, and they will remain undone by that defensive error. And it's shaping up to be a grandstand finish. Oh, what drama in these African World Cup preliminary qualifiers. Zimbabwe pouring forward. Bukamanja looking for an opening. And Mudimu spreading it to Nakati. Nakati with the ball in. Looking for Musque. It's found Musque on the edge of the box once again, with Somalia clearing their lines. And Somalia know that they need to keep clear heads. They suddenly find themselves in possession once again. It's with Ahmed on this near side. He's unable to keep the ball in play. And Hadebe sends the ball forward now. Zimbabwe with the free kick. And it was the second goal scorer, Musque, who was caught. Bidiat now standing over the ball, and there are going to be 4 minutes added on once we hit the 90.
Additional time, 4 minutes.
So Zimbabwe have 6 minutes in which to find a third goal and avoid Somalia getting themselves a second. And Somalia running the ball forward. There's a foul by Lunga, which gives Somalia a free kick in the Zimbabwean half. And the goal-scoring hero, Mohamed, fouled. And his goal remains of massive importance to Somalia. So here come Somalia as we prepare to enter the 4 minutes of added time. As Musque with the ball forward, finds Bidiat on the edge of the box now. Can he get the shot in? He does, and it's the goal for Zimbabwe. It's 3-1. Incredible scenes. Zimbabwe managing to fight back after a horrific error gifted Somalia the equaliser, and you can see the dejection on the Somalian faces. Zimbabwe somehow coming back from the dead. 3-1. It's incredible scenes here. at National Stadium in Harare. And it's that man, Biliat, the talisman of the team. He's had a couple of opportunities today where he's not really done as well as he perhaps could have done in front of goal, but when it really mattered, he turned up, sent the shot into the top corner of the net, and has sent the crowd wild. Took his shirt off in celebration. He emulated Cristiano Ronaldo's celebration. Fired it past Ali, no chance for the Somalia goalkeeper. It's harsh on him because he's had a very, very good match. But look at the dejection on those faces. Booking for Biliat for removing his shirt, but he won't care. He will be a national hero at the end of this match unless Somalia can somehow find a late goal to save themselves. A couple of players taking their shirts off in celebration, but look at what it means to the Zimbabwean people. They were staring down the barrel at complete and utter humiliation after losing that opening match, giving themselves a lifeline through Munetsi and then somehow gifting Somalia the lead. But they have managed to save themselves. Munetsi, Musgwe and Biliat with the goals in a late show that will have Antipas a relieved man in these preliminary World Cup qualifiers. Now Zimbabwe just need to see it out. They send the ball forward, and they know that that will eat up significant time. Well, what late drama. Goalless for the most part of the match, and then the final 13 minutes have been absolutely incredible. 4 goals. Munetsi equalising for Zimbabwe. Mohamed giving Somalia the lead again on aggregate. Musgwe giving Zimbabwe hope. The deflected free kick, and then Biliat with the dramatic winner, or what seems to be a dramatic winner. Now a final substitution for Zimbabwe. And coming off is Mahachi, number 22, and replacing him is Thabane Kamusoko, who was initially going to be sent on earlier. The substitution did not stand, and that is the final whistle. It's all over here at National Stadium in Harare. Zimbabwe have won 3-1 against Somalia, so it finishes 3-2 on aggregate, and Somalia was so close to making history after that 1-0 first leg win. Well, Munetsi gave Zimbabwe hope in the 77th minute, and it looked to have been snatched away. A defensive error giving Mohamed the chance to equalise and put Somalia back in front on aggregate. It was 2-1 at that stage. So the substitute Musgwe scoring a deflected free kick in the 86th minute, which set up the grandstand finish, which was capped by Biliat's late finish, driving the ball into the top corner of the net, and Zimbabwe running out 3-2 winners overall on aggregate, 3-1 here. And they have managed to save face in dramatic circumstances. So Zimbabwe advance, Somalia unfortunate, a painful way to be on the losing end. But what drama. Zimbabwe the winners. And that's all from National Stadium in Harare here, as we see another dramatic episode in these African World Cup preliminary qualifiers. Well, here is the Zimbabwe first goal. Munetsi, acrobatic, guiding the ball into the back of the net past Ali. His resistance finally broken. And this was the defensive error from Hadebe, of all people, that gave Somalia the chance to equalise through Mohamed and go back in front on aggregate. And look at what it meant at that moment. Massive celebrations from the Somalia bench. And then the free kick by Musgwe deflected in. Ali given no chance. And at that moment, Zimbabwe had hope. And then this happened. Villiat found on the edge of the box, lined up the shot, put it onto his left foot, drove it into the top corner. Fantastic finish, took his shirt off in celebration, and look at what it meant to those Zimbabwean players. As the players make their way off the pitch, emotions are high, but the Zimbabwean fans happy, the players relieved. It's Zimbabwe who advance, and Somalia left with hard lines to read. C'est fini pour ce match. My match is over.